Radio with your hosts Alan, Dev, and Mark. Alan has entered the Cyclone.
Okay, this is the Cyclone. Today is a odd day. Mark has some personal things he has to do, so he is not on for right now. So right now we got Brandon on the show.
Hey!
Well, there's some NFL news. The city of Oakland is suing the NFL about the Raiders ordeal. This never works. I've seen this. You've seen this, Brandon. Didn't they try to do this with the Seattle Supersonics when they were trying to move?
Yeah.
This never turns out. I think there was one successful case of this, and it was when the Sacramento Kings, it had to be a few years ago, they were selling the rights to the team, and the Seattle Supersonics were going to buy it, and then they sold it to a bunch of owners in Sacramento to keep the Kings in Sacramento. That's one of the only cases that we have here. But here's the problem: you've seen the Oakland Stadium, right?
I have.
It's a piece of crap. There should have been a stadium built for that team years ago.
I agree with that. The thing is, why wouldn't they just, I know it's a ton of money, but why wouldn't they just pay to have it fixed? Or just build a new one? Why are they just leaving completely?
I don't know what's going on with the Davis family. Or are you talking about the city funding it?
The city funding it.
It's complicated. Because, there's always this back and forth contrast with, the owner should pay it. It's their team, but at the same time, such a major thing and everything. Think of the economy that it brings for those people. There's a lot of back and forth with it. And, tactically, couldn't they just meet at 50-50?
Yeah, one side pay half, the other side pay half, and there you go.
Yeah, kind of like what they did in Milwaukee with the Bucks. I mean, they were not happy about that one.
Then again, people are selfish nowadays. They just don't really care.
Like what? You want your team to move out? Because that's what's going to happen.
Doesn't seem like the Oakland Raiders care. Going to become the Las Vegas Raiders or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they need to stop questioning the cities. They called the Seattle Supersonics bluff. But the problem is they have bad owner after bad owner after bad owner. And
so you talk about the Cleveland Browns until this season? Well, the mid part of the season?
No, those are coaches, not the owners.
Well, wouldn't the owner keep...
Oh, Haslam's an idiot. We'll get to that later, my friend. Okay, any other news that we should really talk about? Oh, again, in Oakland, they fired their GM. Fired Reggie McKenzie. He has been let go. So John Gruden is trying to take complete control over the team. And I saw this coming. I think anyone who watches sports in the history of time saw this coming when John Gruden was hired for $100 million for a 10-year deal. Yeah, I think they want him to kind of be like the Bill Belichick route, which it's a mistake.
He's not even as good as Bill Belichick.
He won one Super Bowl on the backs of another coach's team. But yeah, anyways, McKenzie getting fired. I saw the writing on the wall when, the big picks that McKenzie hit on, they trade them all this year. And I wouldn't be shocked if their starting quarterback is traded next year. Your thoughts?
I basically agree with you. I haven't really watched much Raiders games as of late.
Nobody does.
Yeah, their season hasn't really been that fantastic.
2-11. They're almost there.
Wait, and there's 2 more games left this season?
Wait, are they 2-10? Wait, 2-11. That'd be 13. No, that'd be 3 games. Okay, 3 games left.
Okay, so they have a chance to be. Are they the number 1 worst team right now? If that's the case, then they took the place of the Browns. Congratulations. You're not bad anymore. Your team's not bad anymore, Alan.
We're gonna talk about that off air. We're insulting our team. All right. So that was pretty much all the major things I think with the NFL we really needed to talk about. Want me go? Okay. So for really fast on NCAA news, I know you're a diehard Ohio State fan, and what are your thoughts on Urban Meyer retiring?
It's a sad day to be a Buckeye fan because there's still one more game left, and that's the Rose Bowl. Who do we play in the Rose Bowl against again?
Dude, that's your freaking. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna check for you. I'm like, dude, that's your team.
My mind's upset over Urban Meyer right now.
That's okay. I can find out for you. Washington.
Okay, I'll go Washington. The reason why I didn't remember that is because they suck. Buckeye for life.
Actually, that's going to be a really good game. I might watch that game with you.
But what I think about Urban Meyer, he is up there with one of the best coaches that's ever happened in college football. And the thing with Ohio State, we've always had great coaches, going all the way back to the beginning. Till now, Urban Meyer's up there with the list of the greats.
Without question.
He's the only coach I remember. I know we had one other one that I remember seeing too, Jim Tressel, I think.
Yeah.
But freaking Urban has surpassed him completely. And now with Ryan Day taking control, we should still be good. Because I actually been reading a lot on some of the stuff here that the owner of the Buckeyes, he was looking around for some other coaches, and he still kept Ryan Day. So that's saying something. Going to keep it in-house and keep everything close to the vest. That way nothing gets disrupted and the players don't get confused and have to retrain under a new coach. Plus, Ryan Day has been an Urban Meyer trainee for years now.
Yep, since the Florida days.
Yeah. So I used to think that this would be a good and bad scenario, but now more and more I think about it. We had the 4 games without Urban because of the whole stupid scandal, I call it. And we won all 4. So that's already saying something. That had to lead to him staying and the owner putting him in charge of it, being the next head coach. That sealed the deal, I think. Your thoughts?
Well, I actually really liked Urban Meyer. Well, I hate him in some areas because I'm a Badger fan. And he kept ruining our seasons.
Well, that's because he's not damn good. Oh, well, hey, at least you're not Michigan. At least you're not Michigan, because if you're Michigan, you would hate them a lot more. Because every season we cost them for many, many, many years now.
Dude, what was that? 59-0 in that game, and you were playing a third-string quarterback against the Badgers. Yeah, that kind of ticked me off.
Well, now that we have Ryan Day, maybe, just maybe, we may allow you to win one game.
I hope so. But no, for Michigan, yeah, I feel really. I still think he's got. I think Day's still going to own them no matter what happens. But no, one of the best coaches ever. I wish him well. If the Cleveland Browns decide to be stupid enough to let Greg Williams walk, a year later, just go down to his house, just have a blank check and write the amount you want for you to come coaching for the Browns. That's all I'm asking. Jimmy Haslam, do this.
Well, actually, there's some more stuff I want to say about Urban because it's just popped in my head.
Sure.
His illness that he has, the subarachnoid mass on his brain, I'm sort of happy he's got, because it matters on your health too. He needs to take care of that first before anything else. And if he can't really come back, because he's been having massive headaches again, and they've been getting worse and worse because of the stress of coaching. And he puts himself under humongous stress to make sure the Buckeyes are the best. Well, I can't say the best, but one of the best teams in NCAA, because we still have Alabama that's constantly at the top, number 1. Just like in basketball, how Golden State is 9 times out of 10 number 1, and they get lucky to be beat. I know Ohio State did a couple years ago, but that's like one time.
Yeah.
He take care of your health first, and then if there's still time, he's saying he still wants to stay in Ohio and stay with Ohio State, so he may not want to go anywhere else in the pros, which case that just makes me so damn happy. He's going to bleed Buckeye red and white for the rest of his career.
On the comedy news-wise, I certainly hope he isn't bleeding white, because that could be an infection. You might need to get that checked out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If he's starting bleeding white, then he needs to, and that legion on his brain needs to get even more checked out. He needs to go into the friggin' ER.
Oh my God, there is one more NFL news I forgot to talk about. There's one more thing. The Vikings fired their offensive coordinator.
That I saw, because of how horrible they played against, was it the Seahawks?
Yes, it was. What was that, like 20-7 or 21-7? And the Seahawks didn't play that good themselves. And when you're spending that much money on a quarterback, remember they got Kirk Cousins. He is making a ton of money. And what's funny is this: it was like, why did this name for this offensive coordinator remind me of something so much? He was the Browns' offensive coordinator in 2015 during the Mike Patton days.
Oh, so you hate him too?
What, Mike Patton?
No, the coach for the Vikings. Not the coach, sorry, the offensive coordinator for the Vikings.
I was not a fan of him in the Cleveland. I did not know he was the offensive coordinator for the Vikings. Ironically, I keep letting this slip by me a lot. But no, I do remember him. That I think that was the John McCown year. Josh McCown and Johnny Manziel, and the offense never could get anything going, and the defense was terrible. It's not his fault for like the defense, but he was the quarterbacks coach for the Philadelphia Eagles for that Super Bowl run. So, and Wentz played lights out that year, and since he's left, Wentz says he hasn't played as good as once he once was. Neither is Nick Foles. So there's a lot to be. So I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I don't know if there's just something going on with him as an offensive coordinator, because it never works out with him.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we go to the games?
Game time.
All right, let's get this going. So we had that Thursday night game where the Jacksonville Jaguars traveled to the Tennessee Titans and lost 30-9. The Jaguar season is now officially over.
Somebody put a bullet in those Jaguars and killed them dead.
Oh yeah, it was 30-9 to the Titans though. But yeah, it was over. Dude, and it wasn't even Cody Kessler's fault on this game. I thought Cody Kessler was going to do something stupid. No, it wasn't. Their defense, the thing that they're the most known for in Jacksonville, Saxonville.
Yeah.
They let a running back go for 238 yards.
My eyes are huge right now.
Dude, that is so bad. I actually have a legitimate question right now. Okay, say the Falcons lose out and they go 4-12. Do you fire the head coach here? What do you think?
Well, since that's the thing going around nowadays in NFL, I would agree with you, because there's a lot of people being fired.
Well, no, he won't get fired. I know Doug Marrone. He was head coach of the Bills. Maybe he'll just quit. But yeah, all in all, awful performance by this. This team was in the AFC Championship game last year.
How the mighty have fallen in a year's time.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Anyways, let's we're gonna move on. The Jets traveled to Buffalo. They faced the Bills, and the Jets won 27-23. This did not shock me for some reason. It's probably the reason why I did not watch much of this game. I don't know. Just Josh Allen is doing too many run things, which I'm starting to hate. Don't get me wrong, he is very good on the ground. He's good at making run plays, but there was a fumble that was really awful. And the other problem too is, dude, if you have to scramble that much, you're holding onto the ball too long, or you have no receivers. But oh, wait a minute, isn't that right, Brandon? They cut all their wide receivers. So there you go.
Yeah, not good. If you're a Bills fan, not good.
Well, nobody expected them to win this year, so the roster isn't really up to. But I feel bad for Kyle Williams, though. So the next game that we have here, Carolina Panthers traveling to Cleveland, and the Browns are victorious in this game, 26-20. Baker Mayfield is the real deal.
He played. I'm going to throw a college analogy out here to y'all. He played just like the Ohio State quarterback who was about to win the Heisman Trophy that got robbed, by the way.
You should have won it, Ashley.
Yeah, we got number 3, so we stayed 3. It was a battle between the Sooners and the Alabama guy.
Dwayne Haskins,
yes. He threw the ball just like Dwayne Haskins has been the entire Ohio State season. He chucked the ball down the field. Baker Mayfield did majority of the game. I never seen so many long passes in pro football.
That man was throwing dots, man. He was throwing dots all game. That was incredible.
He looked like one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL that game. Shocking.
Dude, You see the rookies like Darnold and Josh Allen and Josh Rosen playing. You see Baker Mayfield is like 8 steps ahead. It's absolutely incredible. He looks like a 5-year veteran in this league already. And it's his first year.
Coming from Oklahoma. So they know what they're doing in Oklahoma. Just got to have the right coach when you go to the pro side. And they finally got the right coach, the Browns.
Yeah, a.k.a. hashtag keep Greg Williams. I hate doing hashtags and I hate saying that crap. But no, seriously, the Browns, keep this guy. This team has never looked better under like a team I've seen in like what, 5, 6, 7 years?
Yeah, because how long have you had Hugh?
I don't want to talk about that, and I don't want to
the walking human cancer cell, as I call him. He affects every team he goes to, no matter if he's a coach or if he's just sitting on the sidelines.
Oh yeah, look what he did to Oakland. Okay, anyways, let's move on. We'll talk about them later on in another show. We got to get this done. All right, so we had the Falcons traveling to the Green Bay Packers. Packers won 34-20. Whoever the defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons is should be fired immediately because they're like, I cannot explain. Like, I know what people are thinking that, because they have the new the interim head coach right now, and Joe Philbin, that we should keep him now because the Packers played so good in this one game. No, the Browns blew out the Falcons 2 weeks ago. I would not overhype this head coach hire yet. This is one I do not want to overpraise. I'm sorry, I hate this head coach. I thought he was awful in Miami. Don't get me wrong, I think McCarthy had to go. But yeah, like, congrats to the Packers on that game. I don't know if their playoff things are done yet, especially after that the Vikings loss. I don't know. We'll have to see. What do you think?
I think Green Bay always has a chance to weasel in. They're like one of the teams that always sneaks in every single season, give or take one off season.
So they're like, trying to think, what team always somehow gets? So they're like the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Shut your mouth.
Okay. So, what do you think about the McCarthy part? Do you think it was time? He was the head coach there for 13 years. They've been struggling a lot this season. What was your thoughts on that one, man?
I believe that once you had your time, you should go. 13 years has been a long time, and they've won a lot with him, and now they're starting to fall apart with him. So now, kick him to the curb, boot him in the butt.
Oh, they did.
After they boot him to the curb, look what happened. They won a game.
Exactly. And then we had the Colts going to the Texans. The Colts won. I don't care. I like the head coach of the Colts, but I just don't like the Colts.
Me either. I'm not really a big fan.
All right, let's move on. All right, sorry, Colts fans. All right, we had the Baltimore Ravens going to the Chiefs. The Chiefs won. Good, because keep losing Ravens, because that gives the Browns a better shot to go to the end. Anyways, sorry about that. Anyways, the Ravens went to the Chiefs. Chiefs won. Ravens lose out so we can get into the playoffs.
And I'm a Bengals fan, and I know we don't stand a chance going much anywhere, but I hate the Ravens with a passion. So, yeah, lose 2, just because.
Okay, and then the next game was the Patriots going to the Dolphins, and the one time I want the Patriots to win a game. The Dolphins won on a miracle play, 34-33. I'm kind of mad at this because this pretty much destroyed any chance of the Browns getting to the playoffs. Your thoughts?
How that? Explain to me that.
The Dolphins would have been a wild card team. They lost, they would be 7, and all they would have to do is lose one more. And the Browns, if they won out.
So, that's not good. You having to root for the Patriots to begin with, and also the fact that they lost to screw your season over. So you were stuck in a rock and a hard place. Cheer for the Patriots, have the Browns have a chance to get again, or root against the Patriots and have the Dolphins win like they did, and, your season gets screwed. So
yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I'm still mad about that game. Anyways, the New Orleans Saints going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and guess what happened? The Buccaneers, of course, did what they did best, lose to the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, they choked. 28-14. Pretty much the Buccaneers season is over. It asks a lot of questions. What is Jameis Winston going to do?
Good question.
I mean, not like, what is he gonna like? What are the Buccaneers gonna do with him after the suspension and everything? And he hasn't really played. Is he worth a max contract? I don't really think he is, man.
Actually, I have a good pun here. Since they're the Buccaneers, they're going to push him overboard. Feed him to the Sharks.
Okay. Yeah, go Bucs indeed. Yeah, go Bucs. Fire Jameis Winston. Well, but of course, at the same time, who would they draft though? The Buccaneers. I don't know. We'll find out. Or do you think they would go after a free agent? Because who knows? Maybe Kirk Cousins will be released. You know, you never know. So we had the New York Giants going to the Redskins, and the Giants dominated, and everybody and their moms knew this was going to happen because Mark Sanchez is a crappy quarterback, and I still don't understand why he's still in the NFL. And yeah, that's all I need to say about it.
Yeah, not much going on there. Same old, same old.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, this is the rare time. I hate to say this. I actually was starting to think if there is a conspiracy against Colin Kaepernick. Because Mark Sanchez can come back into the NFL. No, I'm just kidding. But, no, seriously. There was Matt Moore in free agency. And he led the Dolphins to the playoffs. And you're trying to tell me that man was not good enough to start. Seriously.
Another dumb coaching move where a coach doesn't hire a really good player for no apparent reason whatsoever. It just leaves them there.
Okay, anyways, we move on. And we got, oh boy, we had the Cincinnati Bengals traveling.
Waiting for you to get to this game.
To Los Angeles. Go. Just go.
I'm a fan of the Chargers. I'm a Bengals fan, yes. But ever since bad luck has come our way in the form of Hugh Jackson, people been getting injured left and right. Our head coach decided to become the head defensive coach, so now he's doing two jobs at once. Marvin Lewis, that is. And our season has just fallen apart. That human cancer cell has decided to now affect us, and now we're screwed for the rest of this season. And I'm sort of scared. I've been being told by Alan numerous times that if Marvin Lewis gets fired, Hugh Jackson won't take the spot, but that'll be an easy move in because he already had head coaching experience, sucky head coach experience, one of the worst head coaches I've ever seen, but it's an easy transition over, even though he's a Marvin Lewis guy. But hopefully that doesn't happen, because if it does, I've already found my second team, and we're going to get to that in a second here, and that second team will become my first team, and I could care less about the Bengals. Going every single year, 16 years, I do believe, not winning a playoff game. We get into the playoffs, yes, that's a good thing, but when you get in and lose for 16 straight years, or somewhere close to that, it starts to become a running gag. They made it in. Laugh at them because they're not going to do anything. So what's the point of even getting in? So hopefully we fire Marvin, Hugh goes, and I can stay a Bengals fan. If not, sign on our Bengals. I'm sorry. Not fun anymore. Not fun to watch your team get infected by Hugh Jackson. Ask Alan. He knows that for a fact. He's dealt with him for 3 years or 4 years. I'm not willing to do that. I can't do that. I can't say 16 years because I've been watching for that long, but I've already had a long dang time with Marvin Lewis getting us anywhere. So now adding Hugh Jackson to the mix, the two dumbest in the NFL. Congratulations if you're a Cincinnati fan. Yeah, I don't know how you are.
So you turned heel, though. No, I'm just kidding. All right. The next game, we had the Denver Broncos going to the 49ers. Wow, this game was a letdown. The 49ers beat the Broncos, the San Francisco 49ers. Seriously.
Huge upset.
Their third-string quarterback, and the team is weak. They somehow beat... I don't know. I don't even want to talk about this game. Do you have anything to say about this game, or we can move on?
What was the score?
20-14. The 3-10 49ers beat the 6-7 Broncos. Well, they were 6-6, and the 49ers were 2-9.
Yeah, it more likely just move on. The less we talk about this, the better.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of my picks because I keep getting them wrong. Anyways, all right. The Detroit Lions go to the Cardinals. I'm sorry. I know this used to be one of your teams and one of mine. Yeah. So the Lions won 17-3. It didn't shock me. The Cardinals have no offense other than Larry Fitzgerald, and whatever.
Yeah, they're my number 3 team.
Yeah, they're your third team, bro. There was nothing to say. This was going to be a bad year. Arians left. Carson Palmer retired.
As the saying always happens, there's always next season.
Exactly. 3-10 now. All right, and then we got the Eagles going. We saw this game together, actually. We had the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Dallas Cowboys, and
go Cowboys. That's my number 1 team.
Okay, anyways, they won 29-23. I was actually pulling for the Eagles in this game, which I felt was going to win this game, but I don't even remember what happened in this game. But
actually, I can tell you.
Yeah, do tell.
I called the last 3 touchdowns they've got in I believe it was the tail end of the third and all the fourth quarter. I called each and every touchdown they were going to get, and they did, back to back to back. And then, did the game go into overtime?
No.
Okay, I think I'll have another game then.
At least I don't think it did. I don't think it did. Wait, did it? Hold on.
I remember one of the games we watched did.
I know, and I watched this game. This was so embarrassing. It did go into overtime, yes.
And then I called their overtime touchdown to get them the win. So I'm Nostradamus when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. So now it goes Dallas Cowboys, Arizona Cardinals, Cincinnati Bengals if you want to grab them from the corner and put them in there. They're that team that's sort of like in the trash. And like, if you want to cheer for them, you got to go over there and close your eyes and hold your nose and grab them and bring them back.
Mari Cooper had 217 yards. Man, I'm sure the Raiders are missing him. Yeah.
Don't move on their part. But oh well, good move for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, they gave a first-round pick, so maybe they can make that pick work. But every time the Cowboys or the Bears win, though, their picks are going lower and lower and lower. But anyways, now we got – this is the most ridiculous game of the week. This game pissed me off to no end. We had the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Oakland Raiders, and the Raiders win for
Yes.
Somehow. This is like what happens when Kurt Hawkins wins a match in wrestling. I don't understand how this happened, but it was the biggest upset all week. 24-21.
That makes the Ravens and that makes the Steelers that lost. So I'm a happy man.
Dude, as a Browns fan, I'm happy too. That was do you think isn't that their second straight loss? Dude, they're heading towards a collapse. Something's
Good,
going
they
on.
should.
But we got to see, I don't know, like, this would, I think there was one of these games with these guys with low records, I said last week, was a trap game. I do not think this was the game that I picked as the trap game. I don't know.
What game did you pick as a trap game?
I don't know. I had to rewatch the show. But yeah, no, the Steelers suck. F them. And yep, congrats Raiders. And the last game, because we have to speed this up, we got the Rams traveling to Chicago and falling short, 15-6. We watched this game.
Yeah,
the Bears defense is for real.
I'm loving that Bears defense.
The Bears defense is for real. This was, I believe, this was Mitchell Trubisky's first game back, so I figured he would be a little rusty.
Which he was.
Yes. I am secretly, if the playoffs happen and my teams, obviously the Bills won't.
Oh yeah, he's a closet Bears fan.
I am not a closet. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the game. We got to move to the picks, man. We got to move to the picks. Saying I'm a closet Bears fan. What the heck, dude? Dude, where the heck is the... Okay, there we go. Week 15. All right. Gosh. If you weren't such a... Anyways. Now, I'm just kidding, bro. Okay, so Thursday night game. Really fast. Chargers or Chiefs? Actually, I'm going to pick the Chiefs this game anyways. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game pretty handily. Your thoughts?
I'm hoping that the Chargers win. I don't think it'll be a dominant fashion. I think it'll be like a dual-sided game, back and forth. But at the end, the Chargers will come out on top and beat them.
All right. there's part of me that wants to take that back because I know the Chiefs don't really have a good defense, but I believe in Andy Reid's offense more. So, okay. The next game we got. What?
Well,
you want to change your pick?
No, I'm keeping it. Never mind. I'm going to keep it.
All right. Yeah, to the end of the show. All right. Okay, Houston Texans going to the Jets. All right, that was cute, Jets. You beat the Buffalo Bills. But, you're not going to survive the Houston Texans. Texans are going to win by like 30 points.
I'm going with the Jets just because they beat your Bills. And you know what? I just want to see them win again.
That was spiteful. Okay. Anyways, we had the Cleveland Browns traveling to the Broncos. This is my game of the week. But, no, we'll do the official game of the week. But this is a funny game. For me, at least. No one will understand. But, yeah. I am going to pick the Browns, obviously. I think the Browns are going to win by 14.
I believe, what I want to happen for the rest of the season, which is 3 more games, I want the Browns to win out. They need to leave a mark, and they need to make an impression for how bad they've been playing due to Hugh Jackson for the past couple of years. Leave a mark, leave an impression for this season, go into next season, and start winning again. That way, the stench of Hugh Jackson's gone, and it's be a whole brand new day in the city of Cleveland, and they're no longer a laughingstock. Because it's been far too long, and even I used to make jokes at the Browns' expense, but now it's a dead thing. It's like Pokemon Go or any of these other fads. Yes, it was fun making fun of the Browns. It's time to move on now. Make fun of another team. Make fun of the Bengals. Why not? Keep it in Ohio, but just move on from the Browns.
No, there's too many Raiders jokes going around. Anyways, we got the Packers traveling to Chicago to versus the Bears.
This is going to be a great game, I think.
They're always good games. As much as I have to say it, sorry, Wisconsin. I love you, but it's going to be the Bears.
See, look, I told you he was a closet Bears fan.
I am not. Okay. Your pick?
This is going to be a hard pick, but I'm going to go with... Well, after we saw how good the Bears were, I'm going to go with the Bears. But I may actually have second thoughts. But going with the Bears.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Then we got... Oh, come on. Really? 3 of my teams straight? I mean, 2 of my teams. Anyways, we had the Detroit Lions traveling to Buffalo to versus the Bills. I'm sorry, I'm picking the Bills on this. I think Josh Allen's going to cause the Lions defense nightmares, and I'm going to pick the Bills on this one. What about you?
Going with the same thing, going with the Bills. They seem to be having a off and on season, but this game, I believe they'll be on and they'll win. And it's on at least to win one more game this season.
Pretty much, yeah. And then we have we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to the Ravens. You know what? I hope the Buccaneers win this game, and I'm just going to pick the Buccaneers. I'm going against my instinct because the Ravens need to lose out for the Browns to even have a chance at the playoffs. So, yeah, my pick is the Buccaneers.
Same here. My picks are Buccaneers as well. I just want the Ravens to lose just out of spite, and also for the Browns to get in because the Browns do need a playoff, at least to get into the playoffs. It'd be nice if they get a playoff win, but who knows if that's going to happen or not this season. But yeah, I'm going with the Buccaneers.
And then we got the Cardinals traveling to Atlanta to face the Falcons. And I'm picking the Falcons because the Cardinals' offense is inept as heck. There's no way. There's no way. Like, I know the Falcons have the worst defense in the league, but there is no way the Cardinals are going to win.
I want the Cardinals to win because, of course, that's my second team. So, of course, I'll choose them. And hopefully, I don't want them to win in a dominant fashion because the games where teams win in dominant fashion start to get boring. So you start to turn the channel. I want it to be a balanced game. Make it be a fun game to watch.
It could be a fun game to watch. And then the next game, the Oakland Raiders, they traveled to Cincinnati to face the Bengals, and I honestly am going to pick Cincinnati in this game.
Go Raiders.
Wow, that's harsh.
The reason why.
You want to tank? Your season's over anyways.
Yes, I want a tank. I want Marvin Lewis gone. I want Hugh Jackson gone. And I'm also boycotting the Bengals until that happens. I don't care if I live very, very, very close to Cincinnati and it's my home team.
So you're making a stance against them right now.
Yes, because I don't know who in the world gave the okay to bring Hugh in and also kept Marvin for 16 years. Whoever needs that needs a...
No, isn't it 17 now?
Numbers keep increasing, I forget. It's too many. Too many to even keep track of now.
Dude, isn't he the longest tenured head coach right now in the NFL? Other than Belichick?
Shouldn't be. He keeps sucking off the owner.
No, he probably has photos that we don't know of. All right. Anyways, we got the Tennessee Titans traveling the New York Giants. I don't know. The Giants looked pretty good yesterday. And I have picked against the Titans every week since the show started. And that is not going to stop now because I'm picking the Giants in this game.
Same here. I'm not a really huge fan of the Giants, but I do like watching their games every now and then. So going for the Giants. Hopefully something big happens.
Eli Manning looked pretty good against that Redskins defense. So we'll have to see what happens. And yeah. All right. So then we have. Oh, this is pretty much a playoff elimination game right here. We have the Dolphins traveling to Minnesota to play the Vikings. And to me, I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. They're going to break my heart and win this game, and then just go nowhere in the playoffs. But they're going to beat the Vikings. They're going to beat the Vikings. The Vikings are going to get crushed and not get in the playoffs. So I feel. I just think Tannehill is playing really good right now, and yeah, that's where I go. What about you?
So you think that string of luck's going to continue for them?
Yeah. I think Tannehill is actually a pretty good quarterback. So
I see them going. I see a win for them here too. So I'm going with the Dolphins. But that luck will run out. He's a good quarterback, yes, but he's not as good as some of the others. So sooner or later, the luck's gonna run out and they're gonna collapse. But enjoy it while we still have it, because they freaking beat the Patriots. That's freaking huge. That's like a Super Bowl win to them, a playoff win.
Well, then we have our game of the week, though. We got our game of the week. Are you ready for the game of the week?
Yes.
We have the Washington Redskins versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. After his 11th team, can Josh Johnson get it right and finally lead the team to a win?
Nope.
Shockingly, I'm going to say no. I'm actually picking the Redskins. I think this is the game that Josh Johnson gets the win, and he finally gets his first 5-year, $100 million deal.
You talk about a Cinderella story. That's what's going to happen.
Well, he's going to do it off Cody Kessler. Come on.
Yeah.
And a defense that's clearly given up on their head coach.
Well, once that happens, the other team wins. So, yep, I'm going with the team you're going with.
Yeah. Trust me, Doug Marrone is probably on thin ice right now. Anyways, let's move on. This is actually a really good game. This was the game I'm picking for game of the week.
Which is?
The Cowboys traveling against the Colts. Both teams need to win to survive. The Colts have the lead in their division right now, but that could always be subject to What? No, they don't. Actually, the Texans are higher, but I don't know. The Cowboys are red hot, but I think the Colts are going to win this one.
Of course, you'll think that. I'm going with, of course, the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to win into the playoffs, and then whatever happens there, what happens there. But I know for a fact they're going to get into the playoffs. So, go Cowboys.
I have no idea why I picked that over the game of the week. Anyways, we have the Seahawks versus 49ers. Well, the Seahawks are going to win that game, obviously. I mean, dude, that would... You know what? No, I take it back. You know what? I think this is a trap game, and I think the 49ers are going to win this game.
What makes you think that?
The 49ers pulled off the stunning upset last week.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. It's like 49ers, so the 49ers can do a trap game, and I just don't believe in the Seahawks this year.
I'm pulling for the Seahawks.
I know why.
You know why? Why is that, huh?
Oh, could it be because your favorite wrestler is a Seahawk fan? Could that be?
That's part of it, yes. The other parts, they're actually not a half bad team, in a way.
They need to get better at the running game. And their defense is not as good as it once were. They're like in the process of rebuilding. That's another reason why I'm kind of going for the 49ers.
Well, I'm also an underdog team fan, so hey, why not?
There you go. All right. Next game, Patriots versus Steelers. Bah, I'm picking the Patriots.
I don't even want to watch this game, let alone even talk about it. I don't even know who to pick because I hate both teams. So, can they both get eliminated?
Dude, just pick the Patriots. Dude, there are rivals anyways. Just pick the Patriots.
I'll suck it up and I'll pick the gosh darn Patriots, but I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
I know. I don't like it either. I always feel dirty in the morning after talking about that. All right.
I have to go shower after that game.
Okay, fair enough. We're probably going to watch that game. Anyways, the next game we have is we got the Eagles versus Rams. The Eagles are in a must-win situation right now, but the Rams just came off a really bad upset. I'm going to pick... Actually, I'm going to pick the Eagles this game because the Rams are in the playoffs anyways. And the Eagles have a lot more to lose.
I'll follow Alan's suit and go with the Rams.
I picked the Eagles.
The Eagles, sorry. My brain left me.
It's okay. We're almost done. We just got one more game. Okay, and then we got the Saints going to the Panthers. And actually, this is a good game. This is another playoff indication game here. I think if the Panthers lose this, that's it. They're done. No prende. I am actually no comprende. I'm sorry. I am going to I'm picking the Saints on this game because I thought this Panthers were off all year. They have been having a really awful losing streak. Saints are going to win this easily.
I'm going with the Panthers because I want to see that losing streak broken and them at least win at least a couple more games this season just to snap out that losing streak. And also going back real quick to the Eagles, I want them to win because I rooted against them when they played the Cowboys. So I feel sort of dirty. So why not have the Eagles win? That way it balances out.
Yes. Anything else you want to share, though?
No, not really.
All right. Well, on that very awesome note, that is the end of our show. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Brandon, thank you so much for being here. Everyone have a great night.